So, I'm still sort of processing all of the bloodshed from last week.
Yeah, I'm kind of there with you.
Yeah, and I thought maybe I was finally at a point where I can move on, accept the fact that Alan Rickman died. Then something happened. Do you listen to Hollywood Babylon?
No, I don't.
Guessing you don't know what it is, or if you don't, someone listening probably doesn't. It's Kevin Smith's podcast with radio personality Ralph Garman.
Yeah.
And it's basically a format of the show. If they spend it's roughly close to 2 hours per episode. The first half is them thanking the fans for getting the show going, and the second half is just whatever's going on in entertainment news. And one of the first things they do is a bit called the Tinseltown Stiffs.
Lovely.
Yeah, which is famous people that died. So they go through this list. Of course, they mention Bowie, all that. The last one they bring up is Alan Rickman. Now, I'm guessing you're like me. You figured the only connection between Alan Rickman and Kevin Smith is, he was the Metatron in Dogma.
Yeah.
Turns out that's not the case.
Okay.
Kevin Smith's eulogy was roughly, I think, I wasn't looking at the clock, but it seemed to be about 10 minutes long.
Okay.
Turns out they have been good friends ever since they filmed Dogma. And the thing that always baffled Kevin Smith about their relationship was that Kevin was never reaching out to Alan Rickman. Alan Rickman was making efforts to stay in touch with Kevin Smith.
I hate to say, just from the interviews I've seen him in, and he always kind of struck me as that kind of person.
Yeah, that's basically what Kevin Smith said. That he was just one of the nicest, most beautiful people you could ever have met. It's like whenever he was in England, he would call, Alan Rickman would call him up and say, hey, you want to go out to dinner? He called him up when he got an apartment in New York. He was there when Kevin Smith first met his wife, and he regularly would send Christmas and birthday presents to their daughter Harley on a regular basis her whole life. Like, this was a big part of his life. This is like he was practically family. And sure enough, just when I think I'm done with it, I'm sitting there on the bus listening to this, trying to hide the fact that tears are just leaking out like crazy out of my eyes because Kevin Smith cannot hold it together. And this is not something he does in a studio or in his home. He does this in front of a live audience.
Yeah, I've watched a few Kevin Smith things, and he is definitely one of those people that when he starts to cry, it's impossible not to cry with him. He is one of those people.
He knows how to. He easily evokes empathy. You instantly understand why he feels that way. But this wasn't, oh my God, they took his comic book and made it into something real like he normally cries over. No, this is, he lost someone and deeply regrets the fact that he never got to tell them how important he was to it.
Well, it's one of those things that, despite the fact you weren't able to tell them, sometimes it's just hopeful that your actions make that person at least feel it.
Yeah. Oh God, now it's been 2 weeks where I've had a world without David Bowie and almost as long as a world without Alan Rickman. It's just weird. Anyway, hey, glad we could start off with something light. Welcome to High Class Geek News, where we completely ignore all the news that's important, so we can instead talk about the stuff you actually give a shit about. I'm your friendly neighborhood geekazoid, Evan Ransom, and with me this week is the Dwarficon, John Little.
Hi, I'm the one that's not a Debbie Downer.
This week. No, but you're going to rant later. And
I am not a Debbie Downer.
You're going to rant later and you know it.
Well, yes, I'm aware of this.
Yeah. Tonight's episode, Out with the Old, In with the Who. Want to take a guess what it is?
My guess would be the fact that Stephen Moffat is going bye-bye to Doctor Who.
Yep. Stephen Moffat, that wonderful Scotsman who's been the head writer for Doctor Who since 2010 or 2009, depending on whether or not you think in terms of when it's actually broadcast or when it's actually in production, is announced that his next series of Doctor Who will be his last one. As a result, we are not getting any Doctor Who for 2016 except for the Christmas special. because basically the head of BBC says that this, as far as he's concerned, it's a big deal, and he didn't want it like crowded out with like elections and the Olympics and all that other stuff they got planned for 2016. Yes. And it gives Stephen Moffat an extra year to like work out those scripts and stories and everything. And importantly, gives Neil Gaiman an extra year to work on his.
And it also gives the BBC time to find a replacement.
Yep. Well, they already have a replacement, Chris Chibnall.
Oh, God.
He's the guy who wrote the Human Nature Family of Blood two-parter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It could be worse. That's all I'm going to say is that it could be worse.
Can always be worse. Yeah.
I think I don't know. We'll see. Maybe this guy's got some awesome ideas. I don't know. Moffat was... I know there are a lot. He's a dividing factor right now, though I think that's mainly just because his stuff is airing and we like to complain. But I honestly think he had a brilliant run.
No, I'm not disagreeing. You know, the fact that he took that show and revitalized it and brought it to the glory it is now, and then gave so many new writers a chance to get their take in there, and he listened to the fans and, you know, got a son-in-law out of it.
And let's not. Oh no! What? No, he didn't.
I'm joking.
Oh, but let's not forget, he also gave you your doctor, and I do love Matt Smith. I feel like Matt Smith is my second favorite of the new series doctors. You're cold on my favorite one of the new series doctors. My favorite is 7.
Okay.
And if anyone out there looks at me and goes, there haven't been 7 doctors yet, I will fucking slap you. Moving on to film news. Deadpool!
Less than a few weeks away.
I ordered my shirt that I'm going to wear to the movie.
I have been invited to pre-Deadpool chimichangas. I think that's an important thing that everyone needs to do. Thank you to my friend Logan for inviting me. I think everybody should get their group together and go find a Mexican restaurant and everybody get chimichangas before Deadpool. And I swear to God, if you find a Mexican restaurant that's offering some kind of deal on Deadpool Day on chimichangas, you make sure you go there a lot.
Wouldn't you know it? The movie theater I always go to, there's now a Mexican restaurant right next to it.
Let us hope that somebody who works there is nerdy enough to remember to put chimichangas on special that day.
Yeah. Let's see. R-rated Deadpool is banned in China.
Fuck you, China.
Yeah, we love you long time.
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen the petition floating around to make a PG-13 Deadpool.
Oh, have you seen the other petition?
Oh, the one to make the X-rated one? Yes, yeah. I have, and I signed it.
And speaking of things that are awesome and Deadpool-y, Ryan Reynolds randomly showed up to a movie theater and gave a whole theater full of fans, let them see the whole movie for free.
Which, why doesn't that shit ever happen around us?
No kidding. Well, for starters, you're in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
If anywhere there's somewhere to display that would be bumfuck nowhere. Give people in bumfuck nowhere something to do.
So, Ryan Reynolds, if you're in bumfuck Iowa.
Ryan Reynolds, if you want something to do in bumfuck Iowa, give me a call. Trust me, we'll find something to do.
He has also confirmed something in interviews, John. He says that a Cable and Deadpool movie is something that is certainly being talked about in the 20th Century box office right now.
Yeah, but who are you going to get to play Cable?
Well, they're making an X-Force movie.
That's just one of those ones where I kind of go, why? X-Force wasn't that good.
Because 20th Century Fox wants Marvel money, but only has so many Marvel properties to make it with. And fortunately for them, X-Men is almost a universe in and of itself.
True.
Hey, speaking of things that make you happy, we got a new teaser trailer for the Netflix produced Pee-wee's Big Holiday.
I know. I cannot wait. I am so excited that we're getting new Pee-wee.
Yep, he'll be out March 18th. That's when the premiere date will be.
I hate to say this. Have you ever seen any of the old stand-up that he used to do before he got his show?
No.
Oh, God, no. The original Pee-wee's Playhouse was not meant for children. It was an adult comedy show.
Not was meant for children.
Trust me, get on the internet. I'm pretty sure you can find it on YouTube. The original Pee-wee's Playhouse with Phil Hartman as Captain Carl. Drunken, horny Captain Carl.
And speaking of things that are bright and colorful, we're going to talk about the opposite. Wonder Woman. I'm sure you do you know about the CW special, the like half-hour long special that was co-hosted by Kevin Smith and Jeff Johns, talking about the new DC Cinematic Universe.
Yes.
They revealed the new Wonder Woman logo, which is very Man of Steel-y, and showed our first glimpse. Actually, showed some filmed footage from the movie.
I saw it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Gal Gadot, I no longer have any issue with you as Wonder Woman so far. What I've seen has been good. So this is not on Gal Gadot. But DC, there are more than 2 or 3 colors on the palette. Can you use them, please?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of understand what DC's doing. They got so much shit for the Schumacher Batman films. I mean, and you know this as well as I do, to the point that Joel Schumacher had to apologize to us.
Yes, but the Dark Knight trilogy had color.
And again, I'll agree. But by the same token, it's DC. They're kind of in their emo phase right now. They've been rebooted so many times. You know, now they think they're just sitting in their room, cutting themselves, listening to fucking whatever the emo kids listen to.
Don, one of my coworkers is colorblind, and he thought there was not enough color in Man of Steel. This isn't a joke.
That's kind of sad. When someone who's colorblind says there's not enough color in shit, DC listen to the colorblind.
Yes.
I don't know what it is about DC lately. I mean, the one credit I'll give them is just, I know we're going to get to it later, but the new Suicide Squad trailer.
That has color.
Exactly. Has color.
Which
I'm
is
okay with it.
It's the next thing we're going to talk about.
Well, good.
Honestly, out of these movies, Suicide Squad's the one I'm looking forward to the most.
Now, I got to give DC credit. They know a lot of people. There's a lot riding on Suicide Squad. That's a make or break film for them right now.
You know what sold me on that trailer?
Queen.
No.
Bullshit.
Sure as hell didn't hurt, but no, that wasn't it.
I'm calling bullshit.
Like, there are things I loved about the trailer. I like the Bohemian Rhapsody. I like what few lines we got from Harley Quinn. Mm-hmm. I like the bit where Flag is like, shoots people, burns people, eats people. But no, what sold me on the trailer, and this also finally sold me on Jared Leto, was that shot of him in this very nice suit, lying on the ground among this like sprawled out display of knives, laughing his ass off and having the time of his life.
I'm still not sold on it, and a lot of it is just from the one line we did get.
Yeah. Oh, the thing about showing him the toys?
And again, I'm fine with the line. It's just the voice. Again, when I have to equate you to Bane on how well I can understand you, there's a problem. It sounded like he had a mouth.
Part of it is that we've been spoiled by like
Mark Hamill.
5 years of Mark Hamill Joker.
But by the same time, it's just, again, and I know, you know, the teeth is a big part of the design they went with, but it just really sounded like he had a mouthful of grill and wasn't able to talk properly.
Okay, I can get that. I mean, I can understand him, but you're right. You could definitely tell there's something in his mouth when he talks.
Now, I have to say, my favorite moment is probably a lot of people's favorite moments, is that pause, and then Harley breaks the window. Everybody freaks out, and then she grabs the purse and just looks at him and says, "We're bad guys. It's what we do." And I was like, okay, I might be back on board now.
I don't know.
And
For
yes,
Harley, my favorite bit was, what was that? You want me to think I should kill everybody? The voice is in my head. Just kidding. That's not what they said.
yeah, that, if nothing else, I'm hoping that Harley and Joker get a spinoff off this one.
Oh, speaking of DC, like I said, at that moment with the Joker is what sold me on the movie. You remember that I've said many times what lost me on Batman versus Superman was that they had already started filming, and yet suddenly they were still casting and adding characters.
Yeah.
And they did it again.
Oh,
and I thought this movie was fucking done. They cast Lauren Cohen from The Walking Dead as Martha Wayne. We already know for a fact there's a dream sequence in this movie. I guess apparently we have to have a flashback too to an origin that everybody fucking knows by now. On the other hand, maybe this time his mom might actually have lines, so I guess.
Okay, you know what's going to be funny? You're going to have to. I'm going to call it right now. Batman versus Superman, gonna flop. Suicide Squad, gonna do well.
It's not gonna flop. We both know it's not.
Yeah, it is. I'm calling it right now.
In a just world, yes, but it's gonna make its money.
Again, I'm calling it now.
We know it's not gonna flop because there's gonna be the people who are gonna watch it just to be annoyed at it.
Again, I'm calling it now. And when I say flop, I'm not saying colossal flop. I'm saying severely disappointing from what it should be.
I can see that.
In terms of money.
I think it'll make its money, basically. It'll at least make its budget back. Maybe not its PR budget, but its production budget. But for those who don't know, making your budget back is not even breaking even in Hollywood terms.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Moving on.
Let's look on the bright side. Can't be worse than Fantastic Four. On the other side of the comic book movie table, we now know the villain for Thor Ragnarok. Hela.
That's right.
You know, the underworld. And it looks like they want Kate Blanchett to play her.
Ooh. Good call, Marvel. Good call.
The director says this time that this movie will be funnier than the last one, which, thank God. I feel like they were so focused on trying to remind people they still have Loki in that particular franchise that they forgot how charming Thor could be.
True. Well, Thor's never been the charming one. I'm sorry. He's not.
The first movie, he was so charming.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
He was like a big, stupid puppy that was lost.
That movie was Chris Hemsworth being so charming as a Norse god.
Again, he was like a fucking little puppy who was lost.
Little puppy? He's like
a big puppy.
Bye. Anyway, Star Wars Episode 8 has been pushed back from a May release in 2017 to December 15th of 2017. Officials saying that this is because with Episode 7 doing as well as they did, they kind of don't want to rock the boat now.
Yep.
Because it's entirely because of when it came out and not because it's fucking Star Wars.
Pretty much.
Oh, God, I knew I was skipping something with Marvel. We have cast Wong for Doctor Strange.
Ooh, who did we get?
Wong will be played by the Asian American actor from Jurassic World, Benedict Wong.
No.
Not the older guy.
Yeah, I know. Fuck no. Dear BD Wong? BD fucking Wong.
BD Wong is playing Wong.
God damn it.
My only problem with this is I don't think they realize Wong is a martial artist. For those who don't know, Wong is easily the third greatest servant character in comic books.
God, perfect chance to give Gordon Liu a fucking job again. Or Sonny Chiba. Bring back fucking Sonny Chiba.
Chiba's too old.
Not even.
Yeah, Wong's younger than Doctor Strange, dude.
But again, the character works.
Honestly, I would have got Donnie Yen.
I could see Donnie Yen. Definitely could see Donnie Yen.
Let's see. This one so far, it's confirmation rumor sort of a thing. The Masters of the Universe movie, apparently the studio is talking to Mick G to direct.
God. Why do we need another one?
Mick G, for those who don't know, is the man who gave us both Charlie's Angels movies and the second worst Terminator film. It would be the worst Terminator film, but Terminator Genesis came out a few months ago.
Well, maybe this time they'll get Dolph Lundgren to play Skeletor.
You can't beat Frank Langella.
No, you could beat Frank Langella. I'm sorry.
Well, Frank Langella made that movie so enjoyable. Speaking of old movies, in TV news, HBO has temporarily halted production on Westworld with only about 2 episodes left to film. No one's really sure why yet.
That's HBO. Maybe they need to put more boobies in it.
It is HBO. They may feel they don't have enough in their booby quota. God, we got some fucking Legends of Tomorrow news out the yin yang, dude. Oh, no. Actually, I just put down one thing. There's something else popping up. Basically, one of the members of an obscure team will pop up. But, oh, no, I do have 2 things. Where did I put the other thing?
Hi, folks. We're terribly organized here, if you haven't figured this out by now.
First of all, we have a Jonah Hex.
Yeah, yes, we mentioned this last week.
Yeah, well, we mentioned he'd be in it, but they didn't have a actor for it yet. Now they do. Jonathan Schaech. I assume I'm pronouncing that correctly. Schaech.
Never heard of him.
Well, it is television. You expect to have heard of him? As far as honestly, I've seen a picture of the guy. He looks all right. The only problem is he's not Josh Brolin. That performance is perfect. In what is, in every other way, one of the biggest pieces of shit in movie history.
Yeah, he kind of got screwed on his script there.
Yeah. It sucks. I tell people, don't watch the movie. Just go on YouTube and see if you can find footage, because his performance it's Oscar worthy. But that movie, in every other form, is not. Is the exact opposite of it.
Yeah, I kind of chalk it up there with Wild Wild West.
Wild Wild West at least actually looks like something I can believe was in a theater. If Josh Brolin and John Malkovich were in it, I'd swear this thing was on the Sci-Fi Channel. And I watched it in a movie theater. Also, speaking of Legends of Tomorrow, there will be a 1950s episode, and guess who's directing, John?
Who?
Joe Dante.
Ooh, sexy. Yeah. Hi, Joe.
American superhero in London.
How you doing?
And now, out with the good, in with the bad, Supergirl has cast Daniel DiMaggio as a young Kal-El. I need to look him up to see if he's related to a certain other DiMaggio.
I doubt he's related to the other DiMaggio.
Are you sure we're thinking about the same DiMaggio? I'm thinking Bender.
Yes.
Okay.
Bender, Jake,
several
other dozen characters. Waka.
Just remember, there's a baseball player named DiMaggio. Anyway, John, let's have fun with this one. I was tempted to skip it because I felt it wasn't geeky enough, but no, this is too good. Nancy Drew. CBS is planning on doing a Nancy Drew series.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Are we so devoid of new, fresh ideas that we're dragging up Nancy Drew?
John, Are you literally accusing CBS of looking for fresh new ideas?
I'm just talking about the world in general, because you know good and well if CBS does Nancy Drew, one of the other fucking channels is going to do the goddamn Hardy Boys.
Oh, no. There's no way this will succeed. Guess what their version of Nancy Drew is like, John?
Veronica Mars?
No! You're giving them far too much credit and creativity.
Harriet the Spy?
Once again, too much creativity, too much credit.
Then what's it like?
Nancy Drew will be in her 30s. Working to solve crimes in the local police department. Mostly murders.
So it's
every other CBS crime drama?
Actually, I was going to say, so it's a younger version of Murder, She Wrote?
It's every CBS crime drama.
Okay, CBS.
And absolutely nothing in common with Nancy Drew except the name.
So it's like it's a World War Z.
You know, I think there might have been more creativity to the World War Z movie than there is to this. At least in World War Z, that movie wasn't one studio who was constantly producing the same zombie movie over and over again and trying to convince us that they was always original.
Speaking of random zombie stuff, I actually started giving Z Nation a try this week.
How is it?
It's like The Walking Dead has a sense of humor, but it's written by Joss Whedon.
I heard it's basically like the answer to those who kind of wish that The Walking Dead was more B-movie-ish.
It's actually pretty good. I've made it through the whole first season.
Yeah. I heard it's like,
entertaining.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It's just very entertaining. Speaking of being entertained, if you're going to be alone this Valentine's Day weekend, don't worry. El Rey, the Robert Rodriguez's channel, is looking out for you with the Nightmare on Elm Street marathon. The first 5 movies, all airing in a row, being hosted by Freddy Krueger himself, Robert Englund.
Now, I'm sorry, that's just disappointing to me. Because when I think Valentine's Day, excuse me, I don't think Freddy Krueger. But there have been a bevy of glorious 70s and 80s TNA slasher films that would work so much better. Like, for example, Slumber Party Massacre 1 through 3, My Bloody Valentine, perfect for Valentine's Day. Any show, any slasher, God, Sleepaway Camp 1 through 3. We don't discuss 1 and 2. We don't discuss 3 or 4.
I don't want to go necessarily the horror movie route. I think I would just find the most fucked up relationships and do a movie marathon with them. Sid and Nancy, Natural Born Killers, even though I actually don't like that movie. Heathers.
True Romance.
Let's see.
Secretary. We can throw your favorite fucked up relationship in there.
Which one?
Audition.
Oh, God! Fuck you! Only 2 movies that drove me to drink, god damn it, and that was the first one. Speaking of awesome movie marathons, HBO showed The Godfather Epic, which, God, I hope they put on Blu-ray. For those who don't know, The Godfather Epic is the first 2 movies put together in one massive 7.5-hour-long cut where all the scenes are in chronological order. Now, I haven't seen it, but I know all the scenes. I can imagine them in chronological order. I can tell you the main difference between that and watching both Godfather and The Godfather Part 2 is there's no hiding the epic tragedy the saga is when you do that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, God. You're watching a man build his family up in one generation and then watching it destroy itself in the next. That's pretty much what it comes down to. We got another trailer for the 6th season of Venture Brothers.
Yes! Can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait.
John, of course, doesn't care. He also looks like around about November or December of 2016, for you anime fans, you will finally be getting a second season of One Punch Man.
I don't fucking care about One Punch Man. When is my second season of Attack on Titan coming out?
That is an excellent question. When the fuck are we getting? God damn it, Japan! Learn to get on the ball.
Give us what we want. No one fucking cares about One Punch Man.
Actually, a fuckload of people care about One Punch Man, but you're right.
Because they have no taste.
I'm wondering what you're going to have to say about this, John, because I honestly don't know. Netflix is making a live-action Legend of Zelda series.
I'm actually okay with this. Netflix has not steered me wrong yet. It hasn't, and you have to admit it as well. Netflix
I know I have to admit it because you hate Daredevil, and they got you to like the Daredevil show. When they
precisely
hate and make something you like out of it, you got to give them respect.
Exactly. So the fact that they're making a live-action Zelda is an epic story. It has great potential, and my only curiosity is, which Zelda are they doing? What story are they following? Are they following the original one? Are they following Link Before Time? Or Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time? I don't know, but I'm curious.
If to go the American Horror Story like anthology route, and each season is like a story from a different video game.
No, I have to say no. You can't do that. This is too. I'm sorry to say they're gonna have to pull a fucking Jackson on this one.
What if they do? Crisis on Infinite Links.
No, a Peter Jackson on this one, which means each season is going to have to be a different temple. So we get at least 4 seasons, each one with him getting to a different temple and conquering said temple.
Okay. We got our first pick at the live-action version of Vixen, who will be making her appearance in Arrow this season. And another one where I'm curious to hear what you have to say. Fox has ordered a pilot for The Exorcist.
If it was anyone else but Fox, I'd be okay with it. Because chances are, it's Fox. They're going to make a season of it, and it's going to be fucking epic, and then they're going to cancel it. And half the time, they're not going to show the damn episodes in order. Because it's Fox.
Wait, is that one show, Sleepy Hollow, still going?
Yes.
I don't think I've heard of it since the new season started, which is weird.
Still going, as far as I know.
Huh. In video game news, we're getting a new Iron Maiden RPG called Legacy of the Beast for your iOS and Android devices.
Yes! I'm happy about this.
And for PlayStation 4 and the PS Vita, we're getting Rocket Birds 2. Nintendo has announced Dragon Ball Fusion Project for the 3DS.
God, Nintendo, please stop fucking with Dragon Ball. Seriously, no one fucking cares. It's Dragon Ball. No one fucking cares. No one fucking cares. No one fucking cares. No one fucking cares.
Oh, God, the comments are going to be great.
I don't care because nobody fucking cares about Dragon Ball.
And they also released a trailer for Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth.
And no one cares about Digimon either.
Which sounds a lot like, which when you put it like that, it just sounds like it's a video game version of, oh God, what was it? Super Samurai.
Hi, we're Digimon. We're a cheap knockoff of fucking Pokemon. Blah, 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 blah.
They've announced that February 16th will be the release date for The Escapist, The Walking Dead.
Oh, that will be fun.
Yeah, that's an 8-bit Walking Dead game.
Yeah, no, The Escapist is absolutely brilliant. I love The Escapists.
And finally, for video games, if you're in Amsterdam, maybe for the usual reasons, maybe for legal prostitution, maybe you're wandering the world and you want to have a mecha similar to Jules from, no, not Jules, but Vic Vega from Pulp Fiction. I recommend a hotel. The Arcade Hotel. It is a video game themed hotel. If you're a gamer, it's Xanadu.
Did, of all the places you could describe, you went with Xanadu.
A part of me still wants to get inside Olivia Newton-John.
Evan, might want to tuck that rainbow back in. It's showing a little bit there.
It's Shangri-La.
Yep. Just let it fly, Evan. It's okay.
You know how awesome it is, John? They have a comic book library that you can peruse.
You could have called it anything. Anything. Heaven. Nirvana. Valhalla. But no. You went with Xanadu.
I'm
sorry, no, Evan, we're going to have to talk about this.
Rainbows. You haven't gone to Amsterdam, right? And you know it.
And again, you went with Xanadu.
Look, the parade struggled for some kind of paradise, all right? That was the first thing that fucking popped up. You know good and well Xanadu existed long before the fucking movie.
Again.
It's actually not even about the actual Xanadu.
But again, you went with Xanadu. Of all, in your geek history, in your geek brain, you couldn't come up with anything. You went with fucking Xanadu?
First thing that popped up. I don't know why. I haven't even thought about that word in months.
I swear to God, I'm buying you roller skates and hot pants.
You're just jealous because I'll make them look good.
Not as good as I will.
And that will be our Christmas card, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't think for a second that I will not get on that stage with my slinging my banana hammock with my old stage name, A Tub of Love.
I have friends who would love to see this, just you and me together doing this. Looking at it from behind. And of course, it's you and me. So we're purposely going to get the ones that show a little bottom cheek.
That's all that fit on me. Come on now.
In comic book news, DC, the April solicitations have come out. So we're going to get a lot of April debuts here, including Harley Quinn and her gang of Harleys. This is basically put, imagine if Harley, this isn't the premise of the comic, this is based on what I saw of the cover, but it's like if Harley Quinn watched the A-Team and decided that was a good idea. So you got like a tech Harley, you got like a muscle Harley, and yes, there is a male Harley, and his costume, the only difference between his and regular comic book Harley's costume is the color scheme.
That reminds me of a cosplayer in Australia who is known because he is a very attractive man who always dresses in female cosplay. And let me see if I can find him real quick. Never mind. I can't even remember his name, but there is a Japanese pop metal group called Lady Baby, and he is
I know
featured.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, big, burly, bearded, pigtailed, angry man in a French maid's outfit, and he looks damn good.
Really cute Japanese girls, yeah.
Yeah. Moving on.
They have also brought up the new series Bloodlines, which apparently was based off of their old DC Comics old 1993 crossover event thing or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently it's a big deal, but this damn thing was such a big deal, even I don't remember it or know about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, Jim Lee will be drawing Harley Quinn for the first time. No, not for the first time, but he will be drawing Harley Quinn in the Harley Quinn and the Suicide Squad April Fool's special.
You know what I'm kind of sad we haven't had yet in terms of comics? How come we haven't had a Tank Girl Harley Quinn crossover?
Holy shit, that's a Tank Girl Harley Quinn crossover by Joseph Michael Lindner.
I can buy it.
I'd buy the fuck out of that.
DC, get on it.
Yeah.
Give us what we want.
Now, we all knew it was going to happen eventually at Marvel. As you know, for the last 2 or 3 years, Captain America has been the former Falcon Sam Wilson. Well, guess who's taken back the shield?
They're bringing Cap back?
Steve Rogers, I guess, is going to stop being an angry old man, go back to being a young man from the 40s, and he's taken back the mantle before the end of the year.
Well, at least they didn't bring in that cheap, shitty knockoff U.S. agent.
That guy's still around.
I know, but at least they didn't give it to him.
Let's see. IDW has announced that one of their free comic book day offerings will be ROM Space Knight #0. I'm sure John can't wait to pick up his copy.
Fucking why?
Because there are fans.
Yeah, you know what? We need to bring back Captain N, the Game Master.
Oh, God. Okay, remember Aftershock Comics, that new independent comic book company that has just been bringing in all the top, like, A-grade talent?
Vaguely, yes. What about them?
Well, Mark Waid and Tom Payer have announced their comic coming out in April, Captain Kidd. It's about a middle-aged comic book geek who has the ability to turn into a teenage superhero.
Fucking why?
Mark Waid.
Oh, God.
Mark Waid can make gold out of shit, and you damn well know it.
It's still shit. It may be gold-plated shit, but it's still shit.
It's Mark Waid.
It's still gold-plated shit.
I'll tell you how the first issue does.
Yeah, gold-plated shit.
Mark Waid.
Yeah, you know what I just got in my head when you described that?
What?
Sleepwalker. Exactly. You remember Sleepwalker, don't you?
No, it's not DC Comics. Is it DC or Marvel?
Marvel.
Okay, yeah, it's that very, very, very obscure Marvel hero.
First thing I thought of.
Okay, how you put those two together, I have no idea.
Non-superhero person turning into a superhero in some other altered state. So you have a middle-aged comic book geek who can become a teenage superhero. Really? You know what I want to see? I want to see a middle-aged comic book geek that becomes a middle-aged comic book fucking superhero. Paunch and everything. He's got the bald head with the pony nub sticking in the back, and his tags don't fit too well. So his guts
He's member of Section 8 from Hitman.
Oh, God. I want somebody to turn comic book guy from The Simpsons into a fucking superhero.
I think we did that in an issue.
Yeah.
Anyway,
can't chase a villain because he's out of breath after 3 steps.
Okay. Marvel has also, through a series of teaser images, revealed that they're bringing back the Thunderbolts. The original Thunderbolts roster, with one exception. Instead of Citizen V, they'll be led by the Winter Soldier.
Marvel? I just shake my damn head.
Also, they announced that their Dead No More teaser will be explained on a free comic book day.
Just gonna shake my head.
Also, in April, Dynamite is releasing the first issue of Xena, Warrior Princess.
Okay, that one I can get behind.
Oh, not as much as you can get behind this new comic coming from Joe Books. Coming out in April, for the first time in years, Darkwing Duck #1.
Okay, I'll allow it. Wait. Is it gonna be good? Tell me.
It fucking better be.
Precisely.
Viz Media, who you may know as the people who bring out give us half the fucking manga in this country, have made a deal with Walmart and Best Buy to have their product in their stores. Because Walmart hasn't been closing any stores lately.
The funniest thing is, as many as they're closing, they're opening twice as many. They're just closing ones in less than performing areas. But they're actually trying a new experience, or what they call Walmart Express, in those poorer served areas.
Yay.
Imagine a Walmart, but half the size.
No, I think this is the most I've mentioned Dynamite Entertainment in a single issue.
I think this is the most you've mentioned Dynamite Entertainment ever.
Dynamite is releasing another miniseries which brings together Tarzan and Sheena of the Jungle, called Lords of the Jungle. I mainly bring this up because there is a gorgeous cover by Alex Ross for the first issue. And there is no such thing as a bad two stuck about Alex Ross art.
I'll agree with you there. He does do some phenomenal shit.
Yeah. In the DC camp, Scott Snyder is leaving Batman, but being moved to Detective Comics. This is the guy who created the Court of Owls and has basically been the main Batman writer since 2011, 2010. Along with artist Greg Capullo, who's been giving us the best work he's given us in years.
True.
And finally, DC has put up their own little teaser image, my guess is for a summer event, that simply says Rebirth. No one has the slightest clue what this means yet.
Well, it sounds like DC is finally going, hey, you know what? New 52, not doing so well. New
52 has technically been over for about 6 months now. We are in the Convergence era. All the continuities matter now. No one has any idea what the fuck that means, but whatever. It's better than New 52 in the sense that now there's 2 Justice Leagues, so if I don't like the New 52 continuity Justice League, I can read the ones that's actually being written and drawn by Brian Hitch, which is actually not too bad. The villain of the first story arc is Rao, the god of Krypton.
I got nothing.
It's that time again when we say goodbye. Iron Mike Sharp, age 64, wrestler from the WWE. Glenn Fry, age 67, of the Eagles. Speaking of musicians who are not having a good year, Dallas Taylor, who was the drummer for Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, has passed away at 66. Thank God that's it for that. Science. A painting of John Dee is revealed through X-rays to actually be full of skulls.
You see, I hate to say this, I don't understand why this is such a weird thing for people. As an artist, canvases can get fucking expensive. And if you start painting on a canvas and you don't like it, you paint over it. Every artist has done it. So chances are you can pretty much scan any painting you fucking want. You're going to find other paintings underneath them.
Speaking of things that are amazing to look at, NASA has found an explosion, an actual supernova in space. They got a good look at that's even brighter than the Milky Way itself.
Oh, yeah. It's a sexy beast. We just got flashed by the universe. Yeah, baby. Show it to daddy.
NASA's SDO, is that SDO? Yeah, NASA's SDO has also gotten a good look at cascading magnetic arches inside the sun.
And you know what? The only thing more visible than that supernova and those cascading magnetic arches is?
What?
Neil deGrasse Tyson's erection.
Space is fucking rad. Oh, please tell me you saw that post about the kid playing with a Lando Calrissian action figure. Thought it was
Neil deGrasse Tyson. Yep.
Oh, as we know, David Bowie has passed away. Shortly afterwards, he discovered there might be a ninth planet. I'm not saying there's a connection.
The Little Prince has gone home.
Ninth planet in our solar system, and David Bowie, and this happened after David Bowie had gone.
Again, the Little Prince has gone home.
He's a star, man. There's a new theory saying that a black hole sun could support life. No, we are not saying that the hit song by where's my brain?
Soundgarden.
Thank you. Soundgarden can support life, but an actual black hole sun. Because space is fucking awesome.
Yep. Space is just fucking awesome.
Whew.
We love space.
And if you're thinking, does nothing awesome happen here on Earth? Yes, awesome things happen here on Earth, such as the Jordan tree frog, which has been thought to have been extinct because no one has seen it for 150 years, has suddenly resurfaced, alive and well.
They just wanted to take a break from people.
Considering that every election year I feel a need to do that, I don't blame the frog. It's not easy being green, you know.
Having to spend each day the color of the leaves. Sometimes I wish I was red or yellow or something a bit more colorful like that.
Looking for a rainbow connection there, John?
It's the lovers, the dreamers, and me.
You can find it in Xanadu.
Couldn't think quick enough to come up with that one. Good on you.
Oh, moving on to miscellaneous. For those of you who have seen the Red Band trailer for Deadpool and thought, this could use a little more animation, someone online decided to agree with you and took clips of Deadpool as well as several other Marvel characters from several cartoons and just put the audio from the trailer over it.
That was fucking hilarious.
Let's see.
This actually makes me sad now that there are no more Saturday morning cartoons.
Oh, what I would give for HBO to do a Saturday morning Deadpool cartoon. That is perfectly not for kids.
Oh, God, yes. I mean, they did so well with the Spawn animated series. I would love to see them tackle Deadpool, except they're not allowed to get McFarlane to do it. Because fuck you, Todd McFarlane, and your brother. That's right. I said it.
Let's look on the bright side. Neil Gaiman rescued Miracle Man from him. And then was able to beat him so hard in the in litigation that Neil Gaiman, I swear, I don't think Marvel's paying Neil Gaiman to use Angela. I think he's like, no. I want you guys to use this for free just as an extra fuck you to that guy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hypocrite. Anyway, Disney's Hollywood Studios is taking down the Earful Tower.
And putting up in its place. Chances are it's going down in order to make room for more Star Wars stuff.
On one hand, a part of me is about to ask, is it going to be a Death Star? On the other hand, it's Disney. I'm pretty sure they're already building an actual Death Star in space.
That looks like Mickey.
Speaking of Star Wars, Mark Hamill is teamed up with a California lawmaker to help pass a bill to pretty much stop the distribution of fake autographs, as he's been campaigning against that lately.
I've seen this a lot with a lot of celebrities. And honestly, for most people, the thing I appreciate about most celebrities is it's not that they're irritated they're not getting the revenue from them. Is they're more irritated that somebody's duping their fans.
Yeah. Yeah, Mark Hamill especially speaks about that. He's right, because they're going around charging people like $500 for something these guys did not sign. It's bullshit.
Because I mean, most celebrities, they'll sign whatever the fuck you want them to.
Yeah.
It takes 3 seconds of their time. Their signature is illegible anyway, and it's an experience the two of you share.
Yeah. Immediately, I start thinking about the evolution of Bruce Campbell's signature. Oh, if you haven't read If Chimps Could Kill People, you really have to know that. Also, speaking of more Star Wars, AR-500 has actually created Mandalorian ballistic armor.
And the sad thing about it is, it's completely useless. It's functional, but the military will never pay for it. You'll never see your soldiers in it, and the only people that are going to be able to afford it are fucking pampered rich boys. But it's still cool to look at.
Yeah, that's true. Etsy's manufacturer store has created the never-ending story Falco plush toy. Falcor plush.
Falcor, thank you.
Sorry, my R's are weird.
That wasn't weird. It was non-existent.
No, the R is there. It just looks weird. It's easy to confuse it for like an accidental mark. I don't know when that happened. I don't want a Falcor plush toy, though. I want Falcor.
Aww.
Hey, speaking of fantasy movies from our childhood, Honest Trailers has given their wonderful treatment to Labyrinth. Which could be summed up as, man, is David Bowie fucking awesome. Please tell me you saw it.
I watched it. I laughed my ass off.
Especially the part where they had to do the close-up on his junk.
You know what I really want, though? I want the folks over at Bad Lip Reading to give Labyrinth the treatment.
Oh, God. I don't even want to think about what they'll come up with.
Exactly.
A video also surfaced of actors like Bradley Cooper, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Seth Rogen auditioning for the part of Cher in Clueless.
That's almost as good as Robot Chicken did a bunch of random actors auditioning for Mulder.
I just made a dude in my pants. Yes, I remember. I don't know why that makes me think about the Keanu Reeves sausage commercial.
Keanu Reeves sausage.
Oh. Well, for those of you who have been whining, moaning, bitching, and complaining after all these movies and all this time, as this character has been steadily growing in popularity with each film, someone has finally listened, and they have shown the Captain America Civil War official Black Widow figures.
About fucking time.
No kidding. Seriously, why was there immediately plans to make a movie after Winter Soldier?
It's time to make honestly, if anybody's gonna make a female-centered comic book film that will do well, it's gonna be Marvel.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that DC is beating them to the female hero punch.
My point remains valid. If anybody's gonna make a superhero or superheroine film that's going to be good,
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying it's kind of funny. Honestly, there's a part of me that's like, Marvel's just going, they're doing what? They took them this long? You know what? Let's let them do their little colorless little picture, and then we'll see how Captain Marvel does afterwards.
Precisely.
Oh, speaking of the current trend of Marvel superheroes and crime, Iron Man was thwarted by an shop employee when he tried to rob a store recently. Joining Deadpool and Spider-Man on the list. They have also on the DC side again, it's been revealed based off of the movie, the Suicide Squad statues that'll be coming out soon.
Those were sexy.
Yeah, this is even the Joker one. You may not like this Joker, but there's no denying the detail put into that Joker. It is a perfect recreation of that first image of Jared Leto as the Joker.
Yeah.
Let's see. You may have seen the video of the Star Wars toilet prank. For those who don't know, this was a video where they would show random people going into a porta potty, and then they would very quickly reconstruct a hallway from the Death Star so that when the people using the porta potty came out, they would suddenly find themselves not only on the Death Star, but with Darth Vader and a group of stormtroopers right behind him, and all he does is point at them.
Actually, there was a video that came out about 2 years ago that I like a little better. Because they had a random Ewok running down a street that would hand a lightsaber off to a random person. And then Darth Vader and a group of stormtroopers would just come around the corner. And he would challenge them to a duel.
Oh, God. There's another one recently where it's a guy who's just dressed in a robe, and he just runs up to people, tosses them the lightsaber, and immediately starts fighting them.
Now, I've seen that one. That's just kind of a dick move, but...
No, it's hilarious, because it's great to see who runs away and who just stands and fights. Let's see. Dave Grohl can't make up for the awesome that we lost with David Bowie passing away. But it sure as fuck is not for lack of trying. I swear, when Dave Grohl passes away 100 years from now, 100 years from now, I will cry.
I think we will all have that special memory of the time we heard that Dave Grohl broke his leg in the middle of a show and sat there and had the EMTs put a cast on his leg and finished his show.
And then did his next show in a throne.
Exactly.
So how do you be awesome? How do you continue on with the awesomeness like that? Well, as you know, we've lost 2 members of Motorhead. Some of us mourn by listening to albums. Some of us mourn by thinking about the memories that the celebrities we've lost have given us. Dave Grohl gets together with members of Pantera and Slayer and plays Ace of Spades.
Classy.
No fucking shit. And finally, in a tradition that's reminiscent of when we were kids and these comic book movies were coming out, especially the Batman ones, and they'd make a big marketing deal out of it, Carl's Jr. is going to have special limited edition Deadpool cups.
I'm sorry. I am literally surprised that Taco Bell did not leap on this.
Does Taco Bell sell chimichangas?
No, but it doesn't matter.
They should. This will be an excuse to introduce the new Taco Bell chimichanga meal.
Exactly. So
get on that, Taco Bell. You dropped the ball. And that concludes tonight's edition of High Class Geek News. It was just the 2 of us, but we were able to keep you entertained for a solid hour.
Well, as entertained as you can be, but watching 2 idiots go off on each other.
Yep.
It's like gay porn, but less messy.
Actually, considering that at some point we apparently need to get on stage while wearing the really short shorts and roller skates, it's not too far off from gay porn, period.
You know, I already know the gimmick for our show.
Oh, God.
Really simple.
Ivory and Ebony?
No. It's very simple. We get a bag of Hershey Kisses, okay? And we stick all the regular Hershey Kisses on you. And then we take Hugs, the white chocolate ones, and we stick them on me. And then people can pay $1 to bite one off of us.
You know, that reminds me. Guess what I've recently ordered? I've ordered 2 things from eBay. A big old bag of Jelly Babies and a cigarette case.
Okay, I don't get the cigarette case.
How far are you in Doctor Who?
I'm behind.
How much of the first Capaldi season have you watched?
About half.
Have you gotten to the Mummy on the Orient Express episode?
I started it, but I didn't get to finish it.
Watch it all the way through, then you'll understand.
And please tell me you did not buy the sugar-free jelly babies.
Do I look like the sugar-free type of man to you, John?
No, I don't. But if you ever read the Amazon reviews of the sugar-free Haribo gummy bears,
No.
Oh, dude, you have to go find those reviews. Because it was basically a 5-pound bag of sugar-free gummy bears that, after eating a handful, caused everyone to violently shit their pants. Because the gummy bears were sweetened with xylitol, which is a sugar substitute used in a lot of chewing gums, which also in heavy doses is a powerful laxative.
Oh, shit.
So, of course, all these people are writing in, it's like, don't buy this product. I've ruined a pair of pants because of this product. Or this is the story of how I bought them thinking it'd be okay and then destroyed a meeting.
No, we love giving our listeners, our viewers, these nice little tips.
Indeed.
I've also ordered everything I need to finish off the Star Trek collection, because when I say I'm going to watch all of something, I watch all of it.
Indeed.
And we will see you next week, as we do every week, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am, of course, a friendly neighborhood geekazoid, Evan Ransom. I have been joined this week by the Dwarficon, John Little.
Good night, fuckers.
Look at and walk out for a station near you where you may see the bottom of our ass cheeks.
Yeah, that's right.